There's been so many other times in life that I wanted to give up. And when I say give up, not necessarily living, but just, I can't take this anymore. But I've also been there where I didn't want to live anymore a few times. And that's absolutely the most lonely, painful feeling that one can endure. And if that is you right now in this very moment, I just want you to know that I hear you. And if you get a chance, I want you to buy my book, Unfuck Your Mind, and read it, because I share my story and very detailed about when I did try to take my own life. And so I hope that my story may serve as a beacon of hope for you and inspiration and just a light to know that it's not always going to be dark. The darkness comes, but the light always drowns out the darkness, and there's always light at the end of that tunnel. I promise you. There is always a fucking way out. But let me tell you something right now. Giving up, you'll never see what that is. Do not give up, give in. Give in to the universe, give in to surrender, give in to the idea of overcoming, give in to the idea that you're not at the end of your road. Hello, everyone. Janna here. Welcome to my show, Revive with Janna, and thank you for tuning in. Are you having a difficult time right now? Maybe you're struggling with your health. Maybe you're struggling in a relationship. Maybe you're just struggling in general, and you just want to give up. First of all, I just want to say that I've been there. I've hit rock bottom more than once where I absolutely wanted to give up. I didn't want to go another second, another day. I was done. I was tired. But my friends, what I learned in those darkest hours was that I couldn't give up. I learned instead to give in. I learned to not give up, but to give in. And what does give in mean? Give in doesn't mean to just settle. Giving up means settling. Giving up means quitting. Giving up means I'm not going to go any further. I can't take anymore. When I say give in, I'm meaning giving in to surrender, giving in to possibilities, giving in to the universe, giving in to the lesson at hand. You know, oftentimes there's a very big lesson in that adversity that you're going through. In fact, I think there is every single time. I believe that there is no mistake when it comes to the difficult times that we go through. I believe they are each part of our life from the very beginning. I think the only thing that is ever up to choice is whether we decide for that adversity and painful time to be a teacher or to just make us a victim. Because we have free will, right? So with free will, you have to choose, do I want to allow this painful, difficult time to be my teacher? Or do I just want to be the victim? See, for example, I was asked one time when I was being interviewed on a podcast about, how I healed myself from Lyme disease and I overcame it and overcame the impossible. But, Janna, don't you think that was just part of your plan? You were meant to get over it? Absolutely not. Lyme disease was always part of my plan. Lyme disease was always part of my life. However, whether I got through Lyme disease or not was up to me because of free will. I was a victim of Lyme disease for almost 2 years until I made the decision that day that I almost took my own life to say, fuck Lyme, I want to live. That was the pivotal moment where I decided to not be the victim anymore, but the victor. I decided to learn the lesson. I decided to believe differently. And when I did, my actions followed. So there were two paths in life for me. There was the path of, well, if with free will, she decides to say the victim with Lyme disease, this is how her life is going to be. But if Janna decides that she can get over Lyme disease, that she will get well, and she chooses to be the victor instead of the victim, here's this other path for her. I 100% believe that with all of my heart and soul. We each have two different paths in life. One leads us to our purpose, and along that way, our purpose is uncovered. And the other, we stay the victim. You can say, but this is my destiny. Yeah, we each have a destiny, but it doesn't mean we fulfill it. Whether you fulfill it or not is up to you. So when I'm talking about don't give up, give in, that's exactly what I mean. Don't give up. Giving up means you stay in the victim mindset. You don't want to stay in the victim mindset. The victim mindset, you stay stuck. There's no growth. It's nothing. You'll never get to your purpose. But at any time, you can decide to not be the victim anymore. You can decide to get back on the path and continue to walk towards the door that does have your purpose in it. But you have to choose it. You know, I've been there where it was so dark and gloom that I didn't see a way out. The only way I saw out of my pain and misery was to not live anymore. And there's been so many other times in life that I wanted to give up. And when I say give up, not necessarily living, but just, I can't take this anymore. But I've also been there where I didn't want to live anymore a few times. And that's absolutely the most lonely, painful feeling that one can endure. And if that is you right now in this very moment, I just want you to know that I hear you. And if you get a chance, I want you to buy my book, Unfuck Your Mind, and read it, because I share my story and very detailed about when I did try to take my own life. And so I hope that my story may serve as a beacon of hope for you and inspiration, and just a light that to know that it's not always going to be dark. The darkness comes, but the light always drowns out the darkness, and there's always light at the end of that tunnel. I promise you. There is always a fucking way out. But let me tell you something right now. Giving up, you'll never see what that is. Do not give up, give in, give in to the universe, give in to surrender, give in to the idea of overcoming, give in to the idea that you're not at the end of your road. Sometimes, my friends, the universe wants us to rely on it. Sometimes the universe pushes and pushes and pushes us so that we do say, okay, what else is there for me to learn? What do I need to do? The universe pushes you because sometimes it's trying to get you to make a different decision that you have yet to make, to see something you have yet to see, to notice something you've yet to notice, to have your aha moment. You know, I never thought years ago I'd ever say this, but those darkest moments mean something is about to happen really good. Those darkest moments mean that you are being tested, and you're not going to be tested if you don't have a fulfillment here on earth that is going to make a difference. I can remember for the longest time, especially when I was really sick with Lyme disease, thinking, fuck, why? Why can't it be something where it's like, this is what you do to get well? Why does it have to have these fucking horrific neurological symptoms that make me just want to go fucking crazy? I felt like I was crazy. Why? Why do I always have to fucking find the way out? Why do I have to figure it out myself? Why is it always got to be some goddamn difficult puzzle? Why? I'm telling you, I was beyond frustrated, without a shadow of a doubt, and angry and sad and pissed and lost and hopeless and helpless when I was so sick with chronic Lyme disease. Nobody had the way out for me. Everybody told me I'd always be sick. You'll always be taking this thyroid medication. You'll never fully eradicate it from your body. Why the fuck would I not listen to that? Fuck, that's science. That's doctors. That's people that have had it, that know others. And I'm just like, I can't even remember what it's like to feel good. So why the fuck would I think and believe any damn different? Well, let me tell you something. Time went on. My symptoms got worse. My life got worse. And then one day I used to pray every night, please don't let me wake up in the morning. Please, Jesus, if you love me, don't let me wake up in the morning. And then one day when I almost took my own life, that was the day I said, fuck you, Lyme. Fuck you, Lyme. You took over the wrong body and it's time to get the hell out. But let me tell you something, my friends, like I just shared a minute ago, That was the universe pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing me. Because if it wouldn't have pushed me right then and there, I wouldn't have said, fuck you, Lyme. Through free will, I said, enough. I don't want to believe the naysayers anymore. Maybe that's your story. Maybe that's what the doctors think, but I believe in God and I know that the impossible is possible through him. And what the fuck do I have to lose? My kids are losing their mother. What is it going to hurt if I choose to believe different? What's it going to hurt if I want to have faith? What's it going to hurt if I say, yep, well, you know what? I believe that I can get well. I believe I can eradicate Lyme from my body, not just go dormant. I believe I can heal my thyroid. I fucking believe, because I'm here at rock goddamn bottom, and that's my only hope. My friends, I did not give up. I gave in. I gave in to the idea of overcoming. I gave in to the idea of healing. I gave in, and I said absolutely no more to the negativity and to the naysayers, to the toxicity, to anything that was going to hinder my mindset, because my mindset was everything. Your actions follow your thoughts. You can never be any more successful than your mindset is. This isn't going to be a super long episode because, frankly, I don't think it needs to be. I think I've made my point. There's going to be tough times in life. You're never going to see them coming. You're going to be blindsided. It's going to suck. There's not going to be a reason. You're not going to be, what the fuck? Why? And it's okay to have those, like I always say, 24, 48 hours, maybe 72 hours, a week if you fucking need it, of just in the victim mindset of like, what the fuck? Why? Oh my, what am I going to do? I don't see a way out. That's okay. But don't you ever stay there. Don't you unpack your suitcases right there. No, my friends, don't you fucking give up. When you decide to keep that victim mindset, you gave up. That's you giving up. I don't want you to give up. I want you to give in. I want you to not unpack your fucking bags and stay in the victim mindset. I want you to keep moving along that path, because when you move along the path and you don't just stop and take residence, the universe keeps guiding you. The universe keeps nudging you. The universe keeps pushing you. You just have to give in, and you got to trust, and you got to have some fucking faith. But let me tell you something else. You need to believe in your own damn self. Nobody else is going to do it. I don't care how much anyone would have believed in me or believed I could have gotten well when I was sick with Lyme disease. It wouldn't have made two damn shits. I had to believe it. I had to have the faith. I had to want it. It would have been absolutely nothing if I didn't want it and I didn't believe it. Yes, it's nice to have the positive reinforcements there, but you got to believe it, my friend. And you got to believe in yourself first and foremost. And if there's people around you that are making you feel less than, or just making you not feel good about yourself, well, they're toxic and they're an emotional vampire and they need to hit the road. But you, my friends, need to pack those bags back up, leave victim city, and you need to keep moving on down that path towards your purpose. And don't you dare for one fucking second ever give up. If I would have given up, I wouldn't have my 3 precious kids. I wouldn't have my beautiful life, my wonderful, amazing husband, my family, and I damn sure wouldn't have my book or sitting here talking to you. Do you think I ever saw any of this in my fucking future? Not a goddamn clue. No way. Didn't see it. I'd have said, no, I don't believe you. Jesus himself could have told me and I wouldn't have believed him at the time. You have no idea what the universe has in store for you. If you choose you, you don't have a clue. What do you have to lose? I know what. An average, mediocre fucking lifestyle and a mundane life. It's time to get rid of that safety box. It's time to spread your wings and fly. And I no longer ever want you to ever give up. That's not a word in your vocabulary. You can give up on the things that ain't meant for you, like a toxic relationship and an unfaithful partner. Don't you damn ever give up on yourself and in life. Give in and give in to the possibility of, hey, what if? And let me tell you something. What if you do choose you? The possibilities are endless.